So I'm working on my caliper and disc brake set for a D4, and I wanted to go ahead and drop a quick video about it. I've already come across a couple of problems that I wanted to see if I could get other people to avoid in the future. This one is the brake pads are specific to front and rear. The rear pads have two holes in them, and they line up sideways against those two holes on the knuckle. I'm using the Opera D kit, so I'm not honestly sure. Just my camera would focus. I'm not sure if the plastic version is identical to this, but you see the two holes there. On the front, you are going to be working with one screw that goes into one hole into the front, as you can see there. The other difference is the brakes themselves, the discs. The smaller discs go in the back, and they're barely smaller. It's barely noticeable. It's the difference between 36 and 38 millimeters. So, 2 millimeters difference. The smaller ones go in the back, and they're oriented two different ways. One, the turbines spin this way, and the other one, the turbines spin opposite. So you want to make sure that your turbines are spinning the right way for scale realism, or whatever. Once you get these on, you can pop these brake pads on pretty easily, the calipers, and they're just going to go right here. So give me 1 second to do that, and I'll come right back. It doesn't include the screws, so you're going to have to find your own. I believe this is a 6 millimeter button, and I just dipped it in some thread locker. You'll have to excuse my messy workstation. If you guys' workstations are any cleaner, then more power to you. As you can see, I'm doing this with one hand, but they do grab onto the shape of the knuckle there, so it should be flush mount or correctly. Well, no, I spoke too soon. So you are going to have to kind of shape that out and make sure that it lines up right. It looks like I'm screwing into the wrong hole here too, so let me fix that real quick. Hold on. Okay, so another pitfall to avoid. Make sure you put it in the right hole. Now that you've got that on there, this moves freely, and you can put your wheel back on the hub and put your wheel nut back on. If I have time to edit this video, I will edit this stuff out, I promise. Now, there is a little bit of an issue with free movement on the front wheels, I noticed. This one's moving free, but it seems to stop a little abruptly. This one feels like it's got a little bit of a kick to it when it stops. Maybe not. Either way, I don't think it's going to make a difference running. As for how they look, you can clearly see the disc turning inside the caliper in there, and same with this one. So I would say they look pretty dope. Anyway, yeah, just make sure you orient the front and rear calipers and the front and rear discs, as well as the right and left discs, and should come out just fine and look pretty cool. Thanks a lot.